I always believe you have to be passionate about what you do to be successful. And I'm passionate about sales, and so when I found something that worked and I could share that with other people to help them kind of find that same thing, it took off from there.
My name is Topher Benderson. I've come all the way from Barracuda, New Mexico, on the search to find the hashtag secret to sales. Go, hashtag secret to sales.
So we ready? We good?
Topher, all right.
Shipping it, baby. You know who it is. Topher Benderson, live, Barracuda, New Mexico. Love you, fam. I'm here with the John Barrows, my personal hero and also one of the most well-respected sales trainers. John, it is such a pleasure. I know you've done a lot of stuff with sales training, but I don't think everyone has understood where that came from. What was the inspiration?
I stumbled into sales after marketing after college, got into sales, started loving it, and then I took this training. It was called Basho at the time, so I used it. And I started a company at the time. I was 25 years old, so I didn't know what I was doing. We grew up the company, sold it off to Staples. And then when I left, when I got fired from Staples because I don't belong in corporate, Basho was like, hey, you want to be a trainer? And I was like, no. Like, I never wanted to be a trainer. Because most of the trainers I had come across up to that point in my career were either failed sales professionals or professional presenters. Because it's way easier to tell people how to do this shit than it is to do it. So I was like, no, I'm not interested. And they were like, don't worry, you have to use these techniques to sell so you can train so you can get paid. So I was like, all right, like, we'll practice what you preach things. So I opened up How to Training for Dummies. Every single one of those characteristics was exactly like me. I was like, apparently I'm supposed to be a trainer. I always believe you have to be passionate about what you do to be successful. And I'm passionate about sales, and so when I found something that worked and I could share that with other people to help them kind of find that same thing, it took off from there.
I've heard that you've made a children's book.
No kid ever says I want to be in sales when I grow up. And I firmly believe, like I said earlier, sales is the greatest profession in the world when done right. It's the worst when done wrong, but it's the default profession.
What innate qualities do people have towards sales? Like, what's interesting about the way that the education?
I think everybody's in sales. I think everybody's in sales. Everybody says they're not. Look, sales, maybe not, they don't label themselves as sales, but everything's sales. And this is part of the book, right? She goes to a career day, right? That's how it starts, and then they pick careers out of the hat, and they have to write reports on them. She picks sales, and she's all bummed. She comes home, mommy and daddy, my wife and I are like, what's the matter? Oh, I gotta write a sales. I don't even know what it is. And so we explained to her, we were like, well, sales is everything. And we were like, say, here's an example, like, see this butter dish, right? Somebody had to sell somebody the materials to make this butter dish. And then once they made that butter dish, they had to sell it to the store so that we could then go buy it so we don't have butter on our hands. Like, I mean, if you literally think about every single thing that you have right now is based on sales. And everybody sells. They might not sell a product, but they sell themselves. They sell their ideas, right? It's the same thing. So that's all you have to do is you have to kind of shift the mindset of douchey sales rep because of the movies and all the stuff that might be bad experience I've had to just helping people transfer the enthusiasm.
If you could just tell us, in one word, what would be your secret to sales?
Believe.
You heard it live. Can I get a look at the camera and give me a
Hashtag, right? So wait, like,
that, yeah, whatever.